Today we cover the installation of a Napoleon GL18 at a very high level. It is always important to read the installation instructions thoroughly while you're going through your first one. This one is just to cover the high level things that you just absolutely don't want to forget. One of them is the installation of the damper lock. Then we're going to set the unit in there. We'll connect the flex, and the flex line can be painted, etc. The logs go on top, batteries in the battery pack, and then this one has a small ignition switch on the very front when we're done. Okay, we'll go ahead and get started by installing the damper lock. The damper lock is important to prevent the customer from shutting the damper all the way and causing the monoxide to enter the home. Alright, that damper lock has been installed. Next we look at bringing this up to the opening. The bottom houses the valve and various components. In this case we've used a very long 36-inch gas flex tube. I recommend take the paper off since we're going to be very close to heat source. It just might get toasty enough to burn off anyways. So we'll just take it off now. And again, this can be painted as needed. We're going to train the gas flex to go along the back, and we know that it's going to line up there, so that's pretty close. Looks like I'll need to bring it up halfway into the opening. Get my battery kit up in there. And we have already done a level 2 camera inspection to ensure there's no gaps or cracks in the venting, there's no problems around the firebox, the chase cover is on, the cap, storm collar, everything's all set. Very important for safety that all of that be checked out before we switch fuel types. A level 2 has to be done. That is the gas flex connector. And because there's a hollow back, we can bring it down over the gas line as needed to kind of house the gas line and get this as far back to the rear as we can. Here's our battery pack. We'll tuck it down on the right side. Make sure we're stable. The large log will go at the rear. There are holes at the bottom, which will line up with pegs in the base. And then the front log will line up as well with large holes with large pegs. And then the outside too. Which secures there. And there. Actually, this one goes here. Covers the pilot flame. That one balances over the top. Comes with 3 of these large pebbles. Be placed along the front. And then we have some embers to spread along the front, which we're just going to put a couple in here for right now. They go along the burner jet holes. Read the manual. Some log sets ask you to not put any in. For example, Vermont Castings fireplace, gas fireplaces right now, they say do not use any embers at all. Those are stainless steel embers, which are available from the manufacturer. Okay, sample check of the manual. We're in. Next, we need to turn the gas supply on. Make sure our valve is on here. And then we simply turn it on and do a quick test fire. Make sure we have everything in place. First, it will ignite the pilot light. It is an electronic valve. So first it lights the pilot light and then it lights the main burner every time. It goes through those two steps. And wait for the battery pack to create a spark in the pilot. Then it will ignite the main burner. Here we go. So this is on, and we are running propane through this, so it gives it definitely a very large flame. It had to be adjusted for propane. We had to adjust the burner and orifice size. Our damper is locked open, so we can't create a monoxide leak spilling in the home. We have a fully functioning fireplace. The last thing we did not yet do is take all the little ember rocks, the lava rocks, and pour them around the side. That would be a sort of a last step. We've got a fair amount of burners, embers burning along the front. This unit is good to go. We just completed a Napoleon GL18 log set installation.